It must be a big worry to you, actually getting out to your area. I know you're all a bit more spread out, etc., than APDA'S, but I guess the Afari people in particular.
Ethiopia, I mean, we don't know. Nobody knows unless they test properly. Isn't that the scientific academic position?
Yeah.
So Ethiopia tests roughly 300 odd a day in Addis Ababa. Only in Addis is the testing. So any suspects are kept in quarantine here, and their blood or whatever is sent to Addis. I don't think they swab them. I think they blood them, because I don't think the swabs, I think they dry up too quickly. And so basically what we have, we're not absolutely sure. Yeah. So we've had 3 deaths total from over 3, just on 100 and something cases that they've declared. They went over 100 about 2-3 days ago. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody, including WHO, is predicting that Africa particularly must get at least 300,000 deaths. Is what the WHO is saying. And we have to get pandemic across the continent.
Are you concerned that the amount of concern around coronavirus and the focus on that as a health thing is going to actually take away from some of the work that's being done in other areas? Is that a concern?
We'll die more of cerebral malaria, dengue fever, pneumonia. What else can we die from? We get measles, whooping cough. All these things kill much more than the coronavirus can ever kill us. Yeah? But in the end, we have severe, the worst malnutrition we've ever seen, rip-roaring through. So, I mean, I'm trying desperately to get assistance for that. So because of coronavirus, we will get more malnutrition. Because of coronavirus, we will lose our livelihood faster.
Yeah, I guess, and even getting, you know, even basic aid coming through with borders being shut and all those sorts of concerns as well. So, yeah. Oh,
the locusts came back, Jared. Oh. The locusts.
Right. So you had a second one.
5 days ago, the locusts are back. It's fighting on every single battlefront at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't believe. And the locusts are just ripping the hell out of what's there.
As you say, the challenge. I was reading the BBC have put out an article today just talking about from the guy at the World Food Programme, what they reckon the impact is going to be malnutrition wise, and I think they highlighted 10 countries that they thought were really going to suffer, and Ethiopia was one of them. And the numbers that they were predicting was terrifying. It's the only word I have for it, terrifying.
I think this coronavirus has thrown up a lot more of the inequity of the world.
Yeah, it is. So it really does throw out quite how unfair, you know, the world is and the countries are. And I know that was that's another concern that I was reading about through this article earlier, was of course there's also concerns, and something I'm concerned about is that these wealthy countries, as they're going into recessions, and they're still going to have a far better standard of living than the majority of people, but the foreign aid is going to be cut while they say, well, we can't afford foreign aid, and that's then going to have even more impact on the places that just can't afford to be impacted any further.
In some ways, there are opportunities in coronavirus. For example, our opportunity is to get deeper into the health issue of not spitting. If we got Afar not to spit, then we end up with stopping tuberculosis if we could. What a wonderful thing, because tuberculosis continues if people spit. Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's how it's transmitted. So all the respiratory transmitted diseases Measles is one, whooping cough is another, will be lessened if people don't spit.
Yeah.
Who's the carrier? We don't know. So this is the problem. So if people learn not to spit, this is absolutely wonderful in Afar. That's a big step. And actually nobody's talking about it except for APDA. Don't spit. Interesting.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. It gives you a good way of going in, and if other people are finally talking about it, even if it's taken that.
Well, they brush their teeth with a toothstick, and then they spit out the pieces of the toothstick on the road. Okay, they have tobacco in their lips, and that makes them spit. Okay, they aside from that, during Ramadan, people get anything in their mouth, they think they're breaking their fast, so they spit it out. But we've been to speak to the head of Islam, and they say, no, that's not true.
You must struggle some days to just know where to start.
Well, we do. We try, and that's all we can do. But I mean, as soon as this coronavirus thing happened, we wrote a letter to Bureau of Health and said we wanted to be absolutely involved. We could do awareness raising. We can do it without money. We can do all sorts of things, innovative things. Anyway, and our radio had started already broadcasting in February about coronavirus. Anyway, they never replied to me. And then I went to a meeting and they kicked me out.
Wow.
The government's running around saying, oh, we're in coronavirus, we don't run the office anymore. So, I mean,
Yeah, you'd think you could understand it a bit more if it was if it was just starting and if Africa was one of the first continents. But to see the mess that so many countries have got themselves into by not taking it seriously, by not thinking big picture, and by selfish behaviour, you'd think they'd look at that and be pretty scared of what can go wrong.
Yes. So yes, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Then it's really mad. I really don't know where we go. It's actually working. We're working as women extension workers. We're working as everything. Literacy, 5 literacy teachers are teaching. Everybody's running, and we're doing everything we normally do in the rural area. We didn't stop anything, so we're going ahead. But we add on it coronavirus, and we've got sheets for them. We've written out exactly for the health workers, the women extension workers, what is coronavirus, so they understand. So we're going out training on this issue, and so basically everything is running, really running.
Yeah.
Yes, they're making a film on coronavirus right now. We have posters, we have information sheets all over. Do you want to see our poster? Throw me a poster. Let Sharon see the poster on her thing. Yeah. But the main thing is not speaking of it is the main issue. But here it's in Afar, but here you are. Here we are. Woo!
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But this one here is the most important because not spitting, I would have rather that out up front.
We know you are doing an amazing job. So I said we want to check in, and we want to make sure we're there for whatever support we can give to you.
Thank you so much.
Well, you take care. Stay safe, everyone, and we wish you well, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good. Thanks.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Sarah.
very much, Valerie. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.